Hi, welcome. Day 3, video 3 of the Facebook Ads Success Challenge. Today I'm going to teach you how to add your Facebook pixel to your website and why this will help you to make the most out of your Facebook ads budget. Okay, so in this video I'm going to show you how to add your Facebook pixel to your website, which will help you make the most out of your Facebook advertising budget. Now, adding the Facebook pixel to your website will help you track the data on the traffic you're already getting and allow you to use that data in conjunction with your Facebook ads. Now, we're back in the Business Manager, so you need to go to the hamburger menu at the very top left-hand corner, click on that, and then go to All Tools, and then go to Pixels under Assets here. Click on that one. And I'm going to show you how to create your Facebook pixel. Now, I already have my Facebook pixel in my Digital Publishing Media account. So this is just, you can see that my pixel's been firing. Obviously over the challenge promo, I was getting lots of fires and hits. This is how it looks, and you can track to see where people are going, what pages on the website. So that's what you'll be able to see once you've set yours up. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to flip over to show you how to create a pixel. So I'm going to click on to the page here. Now I've added all the links below so you can go to these directly if you haven't set up your pixel before. Now if you have, you must remember that you have to have one pixel per website, okay, and that's per ad account. So you have one ad account with one pixel that you put on each website that you may own, and that enables the tracking to be in place for that particular website. Okay, so what we're going to do is we go to your Facebook pixel tab in the Ads Manager and bring you here. And you need to click on the Create a Pixel, the green button. This is just a dummy account, just so I can show you. Now, I have one pixel on my account already, so I'm going to give this a new name. And then I'm going to add it. Press Next. And it's generating the code. Now it may take a little while for that pixel code to come up in the system, and so I will just pause the video for a moment, come back, and then we'll be able to pick up the code and I'll show you what you do with it. Okay, so hopefully I've left it long enough and this new pixel will have generated. So I forgot to mention earlier actually that you can change the name of your pixel later, so if you don't put the right name in, don't worry, you can change that afterwards. Now I've always added my code via the copy and paste the code method. That's definitely the easiest for the sites that I use on WordPress. However, if you use one of these sites above here, Shopify, Wix, then you need to click on the top tab. I'm going to go through the copy and paste method, so you just click on here, and what you need to do is copy this code and put it on your clipboard. And now, just very recently, in fact literally I think it was something like the 22nd of May, so about a month ago, Facebook introduced some new event codes, and I'm not going to go into detail with that because I don't want to confuse people at this stage, but if you are using e-commerce site, then that is something that you'll definitely want to be doing. But if you have pages where you want to track purchases and things like that, again, that's something you may want to do as well. But for now, we're going to put the base code onto your website so you'll be able to see who visits which pages on your site. You'll be able to create audiences that you can create, say for example a thank you page audience, so people have gone, purchased your product, landed on the thank you page, and you can then exclude those people from your future Facebook ads that you create. So rather than keep sending people to the ad, but they've already seen it. And I'm sure some of you will have had this happen to you as well. You've been following someone you like, you've liked their page, you get service with some ads on your news feed, and you go and purchase it, and then a month later, 2 months, 6 months, you start seeing their ads again, and that's because they have not excluded you from the purchase of that product. So obviously there's lots we can do with that, but we're going to copy this. We take the copied code that I've copied, and I'm going to show you inside my Academy, inside the Academy website here. I'm just going to open that up for you. Okay, now WordPress websites can be different, but generally there will be a settings page. If you're struggling with your WordPress site, then do put a question in the Day 3 video unit inside the Facebook group, because it may be that you might need to add a plugin if it's a basic site and it doesn't have the facility to add it. But I have taken the code. Now this is my Google Analytics code here. I have on this particular website a Google Analytics and header custom code area. Now this is where you'd add the code. So this is my current Facebook pixel code, which is on a different account. So I'm not going to change this, but basically this is where you'd go into your settings on your website and you just copy and paste. I'll just show you, but I'm not going to save it. You'd copy and paste your code here, and then you can save it, and then you will be able to see that in a short period of time that the Facebook pixel will actually be tracking all of those visits to your website, all your pages. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the ads manager, and just briefly, as I say, if you are looking at having lots of purchase pages, we mentioned that there's some special event code that you can add in, but this is a little bit more technical and it is involving a bit more coding, and so we won't go through that now, but this is where you can do that if you're an experienced coder, or perhaps you employ a webmaster to actually add some code. Then this is where you can come and get it from at the bottom. Okay, so then what we will do is click next. Now, because I've not saved my code because it's not the correct code from that particular website, but basically you can check the pixel status, and what that would mean is that you can just go and press the email instructions and you'll be able to check that that's come through. You can just put an email in here and get it to send through to you to check that that is all correctly set up and working. Okay, so that's how you actually add it to your website. If there are any questions, feel free to pop them in below the Unit 3 Day 3 video, and we can dig deep on those. But it's pretty simple to do as long as you're fairly confident inside your WordPress website, or if you're not on WordPress, then look at one of those other options and follow that through. Now, there's a couple of things I just want to mention, and that is, if you are happy with things, you can actually double check yourself via the Chrome browser, which is the browser of choice for using the Power Editor. So I'm sure most of you are probably using Chrome, but it's the best browser as far as I'm concerned. So if you go to the Chrome extensions, you can add on a Facebook Pixel Helper, which is this little thing here, and it will show you that when it's blue that the pixel is installed correctly on your website. So you can do that if you want to double check on a regular basis, and you can see it. So again, I've popped the link for that below, and basically a couple of important things. If you've created a custom audience pixel in the past, you may have had an older version of the Facebook pixel. The pixel changed about a year ago, but as I say, literally at the end of May, 22nd of May 2017, there's been some amendments to events, but the current pixel now does everything. So you only have to install one pixel on your website, and you won't need to create another one. So if you haven't updated to the latest pixel, which is about a year ago, then I would suggest that you change your pixel. You need to update it and you add the base code again, overwrite the old one, and the event codes to access all the products, which obviously will help you grow your business by being able to track the right things that you're selling. Okay, when you set up the pixel, make sure you do it on your own ad account. I mentioned that before. You have to have one ad account, one pixel for each website, so you can keep the data history. There's a great tip here. If you get an ads manager or a VA, or perhaps that's what you are, to set it up for you, make sure that they set it up under your account. So again, you actually give them access permission as a page manager. Otherwise you would not get to keep the data if you part ways in the future. So you need to make sure that the pixel's set up in your name, in your account, and then you just give them access to being able to pick up the code, and then that actually gives you the chance to view the stats, and they can view it, and they can help you. But for many of you, I'm sure you'll be doing it yourself at this stage, so just make sure you set it up on your own account. That's the best tip I can give you. So that's it for today. As I said, I've popped the links below. The next video will be coming out tomorrow, and I'll catch up with you again soon. Okay, so now we've learned how to add the Facebook pixel to your website. We're going to move on to video 4, and I'm going to teach you how to set up your custom audiences.